Have you ever tried to lose weight and you couldn't do it? I am with, and I don't know if she wants to be called this, but to me, she is the queen of keto, Amy Smith. Amy, thank you for being with me.
Thanks for having me. I'm super excited. It's my first time in North Carolina.
Oh, isn't it gorgeous?
It is. It's beautiful.
It's a beautiful place. Let's talk about your story. How did all of this start for you?
Oh goodness, it's in 2012, early 2013, I separated from my now ex-husband, and the events that followed that were horrible, very traumatic stuff throughout my personal life, and so I kind of lost all desire and didn't even really realize, that food became my comfort, and I turned to food instead of dealing with things that I should have been dealing with. And things like that. So that was a really big deal for me. And in February of 2017, I was at work. I passed out at work. Went to urgent care, drove myself to the urgent care clinic, and when they took my blood pressure, they wouldn't let me leave. They brought in 5 different machines because they kept thinking that they were getting a false reading because they didn't know how I was alive with the blood pressure like that. It was like 265 over like 128 or something crazy. I had to call my mom. She picked me up, went to the ER after an afternoon of tests, and left that emergency room with 8 prescriptions to medication. Of course, they wanted to put me on anxiety medicine, depression medicine, blood pressure medicine, the whole rigmarole of the pharmaceuticals. So we did that. Was told I would be on medication the rest of my life, and I wasn't okay with that. So I started researching online, trying to figure out some natural ways to basically take back control of my life. So kept seeing the stuff about keto. Had no idea, never heard of it in my life, didn't know what it was, so just started researching it.
So let's break that down a little bit. Where does ketogenic come from? What is keto?
The best, easiest way to describe the ketogenic diet is high fat, low to moderate protein. If you're doing it for weight loss, you really need to go on the low scale on the protein, and low carb. There's a big difference in low carb and keto though. That's super. And when you're actually following the ketogenic diet, your body produces its own natural ketones.
So the difference between proteins and carbs, a lot of people don't even know that.
Right, okay, so everything with the ketogenic diet, and any diet, which people don't realize, are macronutrients. So we talk about macros a ton in the keto world. And your macros are basically your fats, they're actually 4 things. So you talk about your calories, your protein, carbs, and your healthy fats are your macros.
You say they talk about it a lot in the keto world. You talk about it a lot in the Amy Smith
keto world. Yes.
Because listen, my wife and I had tried keto before and didn't do anything, okay, until we met you. I'm telling you.
I hear that quite often sometimes.
Wow.
Yeah. So how much have you lost now?
I've lost close to 35. I'm not going to say how much she's lost, but she looks fabulous. And so there are things that you talk about that nobody else is talking about, and you simplify it and you make it so digestible.
Well, my biggest goal is to make it to where every single person, like, you shouldn't have to be a doctor, you shouldn't have to be a nutritionist to be able to follow the ketogenic diet. And so many people want to take bits and pieces and make their own version. And that's where you run into problems. Because if you're not counting your macros and not doing it for weight loss, it's not unlimited bacon and cheese like so many people want to make it out to be. You can't just eat as much bacon or cheese as you want and lose weight. That's just simply not how it works. If somebody can teach me how to do that, sign me up. But I hadn't.
Well, they're going to be on the show other than you. Then,
right? Exactly. If you can do that, sign me up, because I hadn't figured that one out yet. I need to meet that person.
Wow. So here you've got some amazing people who are following you. And how can people follow you?
You can find me on Facebook. I have an actual official hashtag. So fancy, right? Hashtag you, like the letter U, can, C-A-N, keto, K-E-T-O. The name of my Facebook group on Facebook is Push for Your Better. We just ask that you answer those 3 little questions and we'll approve you into the group, and that's where I do all of my coaching. I do also have a website, www.youcanketo.info, where you can sign up for my free weekly meal plans as well.
Wow. I don't know about you, but I'm excited. So in the weeks that follow, we're going to ask her some stuff that you want to know, okay? Don't change the channel. We got more coming up.